Well, hello there. This is Frenchie, and you're on No Pause Network. On today's episode, hey, it's time again to show someone hi, Ren. Before we start and before I introduce my guest, Annie, I just want to give a big thank you for our supporters. You guys have not only made us go over 5,000 subscribers, you actually gave us 1,200 subscribers in 4 days. So let's keep the ball rolling. If you're a return viewer, do not hesitate to click that button. Our goal for next month is to go up to 10K subscribers. That being said, I got the beautiful Annie with me today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, also the fact that you are a bit shy right now, explain a bit who you are, what you do, and yeah, just introduce yourself.
All right. So I'm Brittany, also known as Annie. I teach high school here in Montreal. I also teach fine arts and I teach music theory. I used to do a bit of opera back in the day, but switched that out for teaching.
So basically, you're 10 times more talented than I am. Okay. All right. And you don't know anything about Ren. You have no clue to expect. Is that correct?
No, this is a brand new journey for me. I'm excited.
It's good. Like I'm really happy because Ren is very under the radar right now. He's getting some traction, but I describe him as a musical experience and not just a songwriter or song a lyricist. He really knows how to make you feel a certain way, and this song is particularly about mental health and how the struggles are real, but there's as much hope than there is darkness in each one of us. It's very unique. And enough of me talking. Who cares about me? Let's go ahead and react to Hi Ren from Ren.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, they're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ran. Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connected, and the people who find it respect it. And for me, that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you. I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth. Your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose it. Die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mustopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower of the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate in different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room. into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easy. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget that we are human beings.
All right, that was Ren.
Oh, bravo. It was so good.
All right, so
I loved it.
let's break it down. Your thoughts, your initial thoughts during the song, and now overall, you heard it completely. What do you think?
Well, I always love it when people try to use an instrument to their fullest. And I'm not talking about the guitar here. It's certainly his voice, his vocals. And everybody thinks that vocals is just about having this lyrical line that you stick words to and that the words are what matter. But he really made a point to expand on that instrument and use it as that, use the sound of it, the timbre of it, as the way to express the dynamics. Because the guitar, which got me laughing, was while he was singing, you know, I'm pulling away from society, I'm not doing the norm, I'm not doing that, his chord structure was pop chords. Like, he was playing pop chords the whole time, but his voice was what was breaking the barrier, and I really enjoyed that.
And what do you think about like the dynamics between his demon and his angel side, like the way he was singing, his changes in his voice? Did you see anything in that?
Yeah, it actually reminded me, this is where I'm going to sound a little bougie. It reminded me of this song by Schubert called Earl King. And the whole point of this song is to do what Hy-Ren is doing here, and that's the story is not just in the words, it's in that like dark interpretation, and then the light, airy nuances, the rhythm in which you do it, how hard you attack your vowels, how hard you're attacking those consonants, and creating huge space just by playing with your voice and by really digging into these characters that he expresses afterwards are not characters. And even in the song, he's like, it's just me. Your cat.
I have an old senile 15-year-old blind cat yelling at a wall right now. So
I couldn't tell if it was part of the song.
no, it's my cat.
It was the only part of the song I didn't understand.
So like, and I couldn't mute myself because if not, I take off the audio. So I think I mute a couple. Like there might be some gaps. So the whole time, I'm like, shut up. Please.
It actually added a bit to the psychosis of the song, which was really funny. Your cat had very good timing.
Yeah, well, you're not really. Well, that being said, I do have something else to show you that complemented. It lasts a lot less longer, so it's around 2-3 minutes, but it actually explains a bit why he went through this. So if you permit me, I would like to show you Ren Suicide.
Sure, hit me.
No, that's called abuse. All right.
Yeah, certainly while you're prepping it, I loved his introduction where he was playing with tempo. He was just alluding to the fact that he was going to be bouncing around, but still, you know.
Yeah, he really knows how to just bring something familiar, but in such a unique and abstract way, but it still feels personal. And yet I've never seen a conversation between each other, between oneself, in such a way that it feels like what you're actually saying to yourself,
Yeah.
what you're seeing in life. It's freaking amazing.
Everyone has that argument, no matter how far on some sort of spectrum you are having that argument with yourself.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's go on to the suicide.
All right.
Okay, pause here. I'm just gonna feed my cat because he's gonna freaking meow the whole goddamn time.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten like a pet boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. 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 It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility, only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plastic cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, that was for me. They're two complementary songs that go together because it really forms one story. But yeah, your thoughts?
Um, the first thing that popped out at me is I was wondering who is making this man's videos, but I was also thinking this reminds me so much of that cult classic Waking Life. I don't know if you've ever seen it. The whole thing is done. It explores individual and self, and just like Ren is doing here, but in that same kind of cartoony, as if you're seeing everything with an aura almost. And it really reminds me of that. And I do think that it's a really fantastic interpretation, because sometimes reality seems like we're watching it through TV, like it has that fake aspect, but it's really raw and real. Especially if you live those moments where you're like, this can't be happening, but it is. And just interpretations through our own mental lens makes reality distorted sometimes. So I love that he went that route through it in terms of the visual. The song, I mean, he's a poet without question. He's just a poet who, in particular this time, is just singing out everything.
Yeah. He is a poet, and he's a poet, but he also does like some not ridiculous, but some really completely out there, completely different things, and he can touch almost any genre. One day I'll show you some other stuff. You have to come back to react some stuff, because two is enough for today. But he touches every type of things, and it works every time, and he never repeats himself. A lot of I love music, but sometimes after a while, when you love an artist, you start realizing their patterns, right?
It can get stale.
Their comfort zone. Ren doesn't have a comfort zone so far. He always tries to push the envelope every time, and I find that refreshing. All right. So, any final thoughts on Ren for both videos? Like Ren as an artist, I want to hear it.
I will say he is refreshingly honest and openly empathetic to the people that I feel like he is making these videos for. Like, he's not just I don't know, I'm reading it as these are not just his own journey. This is him reaching out to those people who need to be touched. And if you're going to do that, you have to be incredibly empathetic. And I really enjoyed that part. And I did love that he mixed genres like crazy in the first song that we saw, but that he actually spoke saying this one and just let his poetry do the work. It was fabulous. So I really enjoyed both.
All right. Well, I enjoyed your reaction. Thank you very much again for being here.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me.
It won't be the last time, that I know. So that being said, again, reminder, if you have enjoyed this reaction or enjoyed anything that me and Jay-Way do and you're a returning viewer, please subscribe, like, and press that notification. It really helps us. And we are on our journey for 10,000 subscribers. So come on and join the adventure. So till next time, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.